Welcome to Pack Territory, your #1 source for Loyola sports. I'm Caleb Morlier.
And I'm Chloe Caudle, and this is your sports report for the week of December 5th. The men's and women's basketball teams had a doubleheader in Mobile, Alabama. The women played first, beating Mobile 69-47. The Wolfpack took the lead early, but in the second quarter, Mobile cut down the lead. But the rest of the game was dominated by the Pack. Sandra Kennedy added her 8th double-double with 17 points and 13 rebounds and received the Southern States Athletic Conference Player of the Week. The women's team will play out of conference this coming week.
The men's team played next, beating Mobile 82-77, continuing the Pack's 20-game in-conference winning streak. The game was close, but neither team was able to pull away. But in the first half, Mobile had the upper hand. The Pack came out strong in the second half to regain the lead, though. 3 players stood out in particular: Jalen Galloway, Andrew Stagney, and Michael Harden. Galloway led all the scorers with 26 points. This is the 5th game that he scored more than 25 points. And Harden and Stagney had a run in the second half, scoring 17 points combined, giving the Pack the lead, which they didn't lose. The men will also be playing out of the conference this coming week.
Our next-door neighbors, Tulane, had a historic football season. The Green Wave won their conference and is ranked 14th. Tulane will be going to the Cotton Bowl in Arlington, Texas. They play the University of Southern California on January 2nd at noon.
And the Pelicans beat the Denver Nuggets Sunday to 121-106. The Pelicans came back from a 15-point deficit to win the game. Jose Alvarado had a great night, scoring 38 points. This is the most points Pelicans players have scored this season. And Zion Williamson also had a good game, adding 25 points to the score. He also had 6 rebounds and 4 assists. The Pelicans play again at home Wednesday at 7 p.m. against the Pistons.
The World Cup kicked off the round of 16 this past weekend. The U.S. managed to make it out of the group, and the team had high hopes of making it to the quarterfinals. But the Netherlands were there to bring them back down to earth. The U.S. lost 3-1. The Netherlands struck early, scoring in the 10th minute. The U.S. had many opportunities but couldn't break their defense. The Netherlands scored again before the end of the half. The U.S. did try to tie up the game in the second half and ended up scoring in the 76th minute but couldn't score again. Even though the U.S. is out, there are still many games to watch for soccer fans. The final for the World Cup is December 18th. Now, Caleb, who do you think is going to win the World Cup, or who are you pulling for?
I really wanted Belgium to win, as you can tell by my jersey, but realistically speaking, I think France is probably going to take it all. If I had to choose, probably I would want England to, but realistically speaking, France is going to win.
It's not coming home. It's not coming home. I refuse to allow it to come home at this point. But I was cheering for the U.S. and I was cheering for Japan, but they lost this morning in PKs, sadly. So my third team is always Brazil, and I think Brazil has a legit chance this go-round. So if you're thinking France is going to do it, they're technically in the opposing parts. Final, France and Brazil?
I will bet $5 that France wins.
I'll bet 5 that Brazil wins.
We're just sad that our teams didn't make it.
Yeah.
Now on to American football. The Saints are still in the game despite a rough season. Right now, the Saints are the last in conference with a 4-8 record, but a win against Tampa Bay may help turn the tides. The Saints play tonight against Tampa Bay at 7:15 p.m.
In Loyola's upcoming games, basketball is on the schedule this week and next. The women's team plays tomorrow at Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas at 7 p.m. They then come back to the Den Thursday at 5:30 against Southern Eastern Baptist. The men's team only has one game this week at Dillard, Sunday at 2. To stay up to date on Loyola sports, go to loyolawolfpack.com.
And this is the last Pack Territory for the semester. Are you sad, Chloe?
A little bit.
A little bit. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next semester, though, so stay tuned. And as always, have a great day and go Pack.